Hello again. So this is the second part of yesterday's topic or on what to do when your clients open their eyes in the middle of a session, if you work like that mainly. I wanted to add to it uh, these couple of things regarding also your ability as a therapist in learning to have because it's by the end of the day all about somehow learning or remembering. So this time, uh, remembering to have the willingness as a hypnotherapist or a coach to be more comfortable when not only that with the eyes thing, but other spontaneous things happen during a session. It can be enormously productive. And what's interesting is that, you know, you all know this actually. You have probably done it in your everyday life. I don't mean in a therapeutic sense of the word, and probably only once in a while. However, if you think about it, uh, can you recall a time when, at a certain moment, while talking to a friend or someone close to you, you say something to them that happens that they needed to hear at that very moment? You never planned it, right? And of course, you say it in the nicest way possible. And they go, wow. But do not elaborate farther on the spot. You go your ways, forget all about it. And next you know, they come to you a few days later and tell you that what you said to them the other day made so much sense and got them thinking very differently about their problem. Or let's say a particular situations that they were in. Sometimes it's all it takes. Literally one word for a whole change of perspective. And this is exactly what you gain from being okay with, allowing your clients to open their eyes, sorry. Metaphorically speaking, it's funny that I said that. Like it's what we are mainly here for, right? It's about what we also here to be said, like we are creating and holding that space thing, type of thing for the client to find their way to more fulfilling life where connection feels safe, right? Thus, when you see they start seeing it, let them sit a bit with their findings during the session. Because if you think about it, what we do in this change work is enabling the client to get back that forgotten or suppressed feeling of having some choice again, so to speak. So during you two together, really inquiring into what seems wrong or about that something that seems to be missing, clients come up with their best solution in this kind of setting. And in this case, you don't then need to tell them much, or anything. For that matter, when I say anything, I'm thinking now, even anything that client told you that they would want before you started the session. If you have grasped, it is not relevant in the comparison to what they found. And there's a way to know how to spot that when you're led by premises of how the unconscious works and not strictly by techniques, you know, or for example, keeping notes if these things morph during a session in order for you to afterwards make a recording for the clients because you are allowing the client to really remember what they brought to their awareness from their unconscious in real time. Like, for example, that they are really not to blame, or that they really have everything they need, or that what happened doesn't have any direct impact in their life anymore, or is directing their life any longer, or anything of this nature. that will come from them, you really won't need to tell them that in this case anymore, because whatever needs to be, repeated, you repeat it during the session, and the rest is like sleeping on these findings. So they become firm roots again. It's very impressive indeed, and powerful as well. And let me say that it's not that I haven't done it the other way around, like doing the induction into trance or an induced regression to scenes to find the hidden payoffs or root cause or causes as we are used to hearing about them. Doing the recordings and asking the clients to listen to those. But in an organic conversation in hypnotherapy, we have seen over and over again that it's not anymore necessary to induce, any trance like state intentionally from the very beginning. And when you don't do that, the whole structure of the session changes, and you don't also need to do, you know, like to even search that way, but you catch things when they come up naturally. And you don't do a reframe either. It happens organically. It's such a setting that the clients are unable to do all those things naturally by themselves. And this is not only an, advanced way, but also so much empowering for the clients. This way, it's like double learning. You allowing them to use their naturally emerging solutions to their own problems will at the same time allow them to learn to trust themselves much more. Lose the confidence is back. So I have done that, but I don't do it anymore unless really a client knows what it is, what it's like, or asks me because they have heard about it, or from past reference clients and are curious to experience it. Though I don't even do it anymore with those clients without priorly having a proper therapeutic talk and investigation. Then, yeah, just for curiosity, perhaps. But but by that point, they won't need any of it. And absolutely, in some cases, they even say it. They then feel that they don't need to know all that because they are not impressed about what happened in the past anymore, are more aware that everybody has some kind of baggage, no matter if, in their cases, there were their parents, siblings, or people that they grew up with together, police at school, whoever was involved or they got involved with. They understand that everyone has their experiences, some kind of conditioning to all that, and that doesn't play much of a role in their choices anymore when they become aware of all of this. For the records, I don't now recall the study, but a decades-long study has been conducted. I will refer to it if I remember, to showcase what happened to those people that in the past were bothering, so to speak, their surroundings or other people. And it was shown that they either do not remember and turned into regular people, whatever that means to regular lives, jobs, family, and stuff, or they have regretted if they remember or feel embarrassed by those events, they feel sorry, etc. So this is not to discuss how people are at their core, because there can be anomalies to many things, of course, but just for a bigger picture view. So, in any case, to come back to the point, this was more or less it to this part. So, if you will, think about these aspects in your sessions, if you will, and be free to have them handy when you feel it's an adequate moment to use these little insight tweaks. And thank you for listening again.